Hey, what's going on, traders? What's going on? This is TerrenceRe. Got another stock market update for you. Let's get right to it. Today we had a pretty eventful day as far as like movement in the market. The market was blasting up. You can see as you look at the to the left. If you can't see, I'll read out what it is. The VIX was down on the day, so the VIX was down 6.7%. So we're down to a 14 level on the VIX. You can click on it and look. It look like it's breaking out. Pull out a 3-year chart, and we look at where we are. So this is a 3-year daily. Excuse me, and we got a low of 14.10, and right over here we at 14 today, 14.6. So we're getting ready to break a 3-year low on the VIX. So anytime you see volatility down, more than likely stocks will be up. So I just had some. Excuse me. Uh, we got the S&P futures. Let's look at them. Was up almost 1.5%. As you can see, let's tighten this up. You can see it's breaking out of a range. You see, I got like a little channel right here, and you can see it breaking out to the top, getting ready to take these highs out. If I'm not mistaken, now it's not the all-time high, but we got the yearly high of 43.27 is right here, and it is heading that way to attack that high. Let's look at the Nasdaq futures. Look at the Nasdaq futures breaking out of a range. Nasdaq, for the most part, which is tech, is just beasting. This is pretty remarkable, the move we got going on. But the main two that I want to talk about, or really the main one, is the Dow futures. The Dow futures have been kind of like drifting down or sideways to the right, and they finally got their move to this week. And you can look at today, just jetted up. I was in a trade on the diamonds, and that's the ETF DIA. And you can see it came and hit one of these targets right here. I closed that trade out. Now let's look. Let's see what I want to get into. The main topic. Now we got this blast off right today. Now, if you've been looking at the previous couple episodes, especially the one from last week, I gave you guys targets. Let's take a look at one of the ones that I talked about. I talked about Netflix. Look at Netflix. Netflix, I actually still think like all of this coming off of this bull flag right here, textbook bull flag. I even highlighted the candlesticks to show you had 3 down candlesticks, and then it exploded up. And so we got a level hit the 1618 on my Fibonacci level, and you can see it respected that as resistance, and then gapped up this week, and we got it going for more. The next level that I see coming for Netflix will be right around 414. Now, I'm giving that level out. I'm not in this. I wouldn't advise. It's hard for me to get into something and it's already stressed out like this. Because at this point, there's no guarantee it's gonna hit that next level. But let's say it do. You basically that's $7 away. But it can pull back and give you crazy drawdown with these gaps. Come down to 380. You're gonna sit down. You're gonna be sitting in this trade risking what, $27 to make 7. Now I do have another level up, and the next one is 467. Um, these are just levels that I throw out. Hey, if I was already in it, I'd probably be holding. I did trade this I think last week, and I was out at the 1618. Right. Um, let's see. Now if I sound a little stopped up, that's because I am. So just bear with me. I'm trying to gut through this one. This was a great week for trading, to be honest with you. Look at Tesla. Look at this, guys. I'm putting these ranges up. Now look at Tesla breaking out of this range. These stocks are breaking out of holding patterns that they've been in, and you can see it on the screen. And now, the stock is going for it. Now, let me take this off. Remove that. So you can see it hit the 100. Now the next level coming up out of here is 225. Here's the high right here. So it's at a place of resistance, and it respected that level today. I still got the next level for Tesla at 225. Let's go take a look at, I talked about AMD. I already had these levels up here. AMD is another one. Look at last week's show. If you go back, you'll see these levels on last week, and it's blowing through. Just blew through this level. Came up here. Now it pulled back under, and you can see this trend line is holding. AMD may pull back. With this trend line being here, it's possible to pull back and fill this gap, and then run some more. I got the next level on the upside is 142. Then the final level is 173. I'm just giving these out. I am not in either. I'm not in any of these. I will show you what I am in. Let's put this back on auto. Stretch that out. Next level is Google. Next stock, I mean. So you can see, look at that. Breaking out of a trading range. Google gave you everything you wanted. Right on up in here into some resistance. That must be a gap. Let's look left. Let's go 3 years. See this? Look at that resistance. Right here, where it broke down. I drew that all the way across. It's respecting that it's holding, right? I do suspect that it'll break out of this level right here because it look how it's chopping. It ain't like it went down and just rejected it. I do think Google can get past this level, probably tap out at 127. What's the next one up? We got a gap up here, right? We got a gap here. Is it going to go up here and fill this gap? Next level up is 144. What we got? Let's take a look at NVIDIA. We got NVIDIA. Look at NVIDIA. Oh, man, this is beautiful. It's straight parabolic. Look at this. Look at this triangle down here. I came out, break out. I think I charted this on the weekly, though. Next level for NVIDIA is 478. Now, it's possible for it to pull back and try to fill this gap. So just be careful. If you're in NVIDIA, like me, if I was in NVIDIA and I was playing this and I got in somewhere down here, I'd be taking something off. I'd be taking profit. I probably would have took the whole thing off. Like, I ain't sitting through all this. Because at this point, once it gets here, it can come down into here and feel this, and you got to sit through it. And you giving back profits, and then it could turn and take off again. You can always buy back in. Let's take a look at the oil futures, because this is what I really wanted to talk about. Now, as the market was closing today, I jumped in Chevron. Look up here at the top. You can see this little channel that Chevron trading down into, right? And you can see we got a gap up today. See, we got this candlestick here, and then we got a gap. So I'm going to remove this. See this gap right here, gapped up. It wicked on the 61.8, and it kept going power through the 100. Next level for it is up right around 158.39. I'm going to hold it. I got this one. I think it'll come up here, hit this 2618 right here where this trend line is. Probably this will act as resistance for maybe a day or two, and then boom up. Now, what's the fundamental or the macro play of why I chose Chevron? Couple things. If I'm not mistaken, Chevron is in the Dow. Let's go pull up the Dow. You gotta know the players on the board and how they all relate to one another. So I'm gonna pull up the Dow Industrial Average. These are the stocks that make up the Dow. If you look at them, all of them are green today besides Verizon. And that's because Amazon is applying smoke to all the mobile phone carriers. Well, that's a whole nother story. So Verizon is the only one out of the 30 stocks that are down. But if you look on here, they're all up, and Chevron is one of the ones that's up, right? Well, why would I come look at the Dow? I already showed you the diamond. Let's go back. Let's pull up the diamonds. DIA, or maybe I didn't show the diamonds. I think I showed it at the first beginning of the show. See that? See how it gapped up? You see how the Dow is getting ready to take this out? So the Dow is going to take out this top. These stocks should come with it. So what I start doing once I see the Dow breaking out, and I did trade this, but I got out once it hit this level. Now I'm looking at other plays that fit within that ETF that can move with it. Couple that with OPEC is meeting. There's an OPEC meeting this weekend on, I think, June 4th. And so it says oil traders will watch. This is per Reuters.com. Oil traders will watch the June 4th meeting of OPEC, the organization of the petroleum exporting countries and allies, including Russia. The group in April announced a surprise production cut of 1.16 million barrels per day, but resulting price gains have been erased and crude is trading below pre-cut levels. It says OPEC is debating an additional oil production cut among possible options, 3 OPEC plus sources told Reuters on Friday. No one wants to be short crude going into a weekend OPEC plus meeting. Traders should never underestimate what the Saudis will do and leverage during OPEC plus meetings. So, with that being said, if they cut production, that's killing supply. That should drive demand up, which should drive the price of oil up. Now, let's go take a look at the oil futures. Hey, if you're watching this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Ain't nobody else giving you stuff like this on without charging you crazy money. So we're looking at the oil futures now. Look, oil futures have been beaten down. Right? It's a 3-year chart. Now, I'll put it up to 1 year just so I make it bigger. Now look what's lurking. We got one big green candle, right? Took over this one. Got another green candle. Excuse me. Cut oil. These the oil futures be getting ready to take out. Look at this. Look at this trend line right here. Is it gonna challenge this line? Because you can look and see how it came down. Now it's flattening out. Now we got a little trading range. So if oil is getting ready to break out, then you got to come to Chevron, right? Chevron is also in the Dow. Here we go. I'm already in it. Now, I got a gap up here, and it's up already on the day. Now, what? This is a pretty good risk reward too. It's almost 2-to-1. Right on up here. I got it to take this out. Maybe right around 168 somewhere. Right? So that's the play right there for you got Chevron, you got the Dow breaking out. Chevron is in the Dow, and you got the oil futures looking like they're gonna make a move. So I'll be paying attention to that OPEC meeting on Sunday, and the futures market will open Sunday night. So we'll get a chance to see how the oil futures respond. I'll know if I'm gonna get blown out of this trade either way, or I'm gonna make some money, because I'll be able to look at the oil futures and see what they're gonna do, which they were up today, right? 2.5%. So we got some stocks to look at, and then I got a lot of stocks. This video will be so long if I run through all the plays that we got. Caterpillar. Did I talk about Caterpillar last week? I think I talked about Caterpillar last week. You guys have to go back and look at the last couple videos. I'm looking through my notes, but I'm almost certain. Yeah, Caterpillar was on the video last week. Look at Cat. Look at this gap up. Man, this is a crazy move. And guess what Caterpillar is in? Is Caterpillar in the Dow? I'm not even sure if Caterpillar is in the Dow. Let's look. I think it is. Oh, there it is. Caterpillar's in the Dow. 8% move. $17 move today. Look at that gap. Look how it's hitting these. Now, this level was actually a level on the way down when I charted Caterpillar coming down. And you see how I hit this level coming back up and respected it? So even if like I got levels coming down, the market is still respecting these levels coming up. Now I don't know what we're gonna get from Caterpillar next week, but this was a heck of a move today. Everybody in Caterpillar got paid today. I would have took profit too. Yeah, I take profit. Then I look to get in on pullbacks. Look at the volume down here. Traded 8 million shares today, over 8 million. And just the day before, it only traded right around 3 million. So double the amount of shares on this up move today. So with that, guys, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Do your own research. Got to make sure I preface that by saying there are different ways to play, the markets. I just like to come in and show you the stuff that I'm looking at. Be comfortable with 100% loss. Like you put a trade on. If you're not comfortable with 100% loss, then you need to make the trade smaller, right? Don't put something on that you can't afford. Like I'll show you the option that I bought in CVX. Let's see. Let's go to trade. I came out 77 days and bought the 165. I'm right here. About the 165 call. That's gonna give me probably way more time than I need. I will know if I'm wrong, if I'm right Monday. I know Sunday. If they cut oil production, that should send demand higher. They're cutting supply. We should see oil rallying next week, which should take Chevron with it. So we'll see. But that is the 30. Currently, that's the 34 delta, and the probability of touch on this trade. Let's just look at the probability of touching. That's all I need. Probability of touch is 61%. So I got a 61% of the market touching this strike within 77 days. I like those odds. And I'll put it back on delta. Now, if you don't have probability of touch, you can use roughly 2 times delta. As you see, 2 times delta would be what, 68. So it's similar, sort of close, right? But you can see the expected move is $15.09 in the 77-day range. So $15 will put the market right at 171. Where's 171 on here? Look at my level. My last level right here is 170. So that's still within the expected move, right there at it for that particular option expiration. So we'll see. We'll monitor it, and then I'll let you guys know. I'll come back with another video next week to update these levels, and then I'll run down some more of these stocks that I got some setups on. I haven't even looked through all of these. I run certain scans to tell me to let me know where I want to be, and if I'm buying, I want to be. Look at all the green on the screen. That's where you want to be. You definitely don't want to be, in my opinion, shorting anything currently right now. That's just me. When you want to short, me, I'm gonna wait till it's bad. Right now they giving us bad news, but the market ain't performing bad. So they tricking us. It almost seems like and I mean like media, right? You listening to all the fear stuff and you missing out on the moves. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go drink me some tea, try to get unclogged up. And with that, I'm out. Peace.